Oh, moet ik... Oh. Test. Ja? Okay. A warm welcome to this cozy NL Space Campus Network and Drinks for June. It's the last one before the summer break. It's not our last event, because Martin van der Pol will announce our next event, which we host on the 14th of July. So not yet holiday for us, but yes, it is the last Network and Drinks before we all fly out, hopefully, or stay at home, but at least recharge the batteries. Well, the program for today is, as always, a short update from our side and also SBIC, and then the pitches. Today it's Archeon, and the Defense Innovation Competition. Because we have some hiccups today. Journey would pitch, but they got ill. And we supposed to have our students here as well, because we have the Space Campus Summer School, but the bus isn't coming. So there aren't only problems at Schiphol, but also at bus stations and bus companies. So, but we invite them for our XL Network and Drinks, which is during the Space Week in September. So they're all invited there as well, to at least have them still there. Yes, Anja, maybe you should pitch about Space Week. Well, it was a busy month, I think, for all of us. I think June is always a quite exhausting month with a lot of events going on. We also had some events going on. For instance, we had the Economic Board Zuid-Holland here with great pitches also here at SBIC from Mapture, Meteori, Marmoris and Hades. Marmoris. I think it was great. High-level directors and board members of the Zuid-Holland cluster. So that was interesting. Pierre also. And besides that, well, there was the farewell of Mr. Space, of course, Nico van Putten, at Space Expo. And, well, I will give you some other... Hopefully it works. No, it isn't. Where's Rianne? Or Suzanne? Is it on? Yeah, it's green. Okay. We tested it and it worked, but we are flexible. Then we do it like this. Oh, it should work. No. And it's also not working like this. Okay. Strange. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. But now, yeah, well, as mentioned before, high-tech innovation success, it's 25% measured by the hard technique, R&D, and 75% by social innovation. And I think, hi, Annecor. That's what we're doing here. Social innovation, meeting each other, sharing knowledge, coming up with new ideas, different blood groups together. And yeah, it's now, again, not working. It is, yeah. Yeah, well, sorry. And to stimulate social innovation, we do so by developing the area and also developing, well, the people, so to speak. It's really not working, so I don't know. Well, this is an insight on the development, which the tendering is starting this month. And of course, we have these type of events that we have today. And I think the great thing is that, well, this was our extra orange edition in April, the day after King's Day. But I think it's great. Usually we have around 70 to 80 people together. And it's great to see different blood groups coming together, and everybody is challenged to go home with at least one new contact, one new idea, and one action. And every time it works, and that's great to see. And we see it growing. Yeah. We had the Space Cafe last time. The Network and Drinks was also at the Space Cafe of Ministry of Defense, which was great. It was like 120 people there. We really discussed great themes. I don't know what's happening with the computer, but anyhow, these were the themes that were discussed. And Harm van der Wetering, who just entered. Hi, Harm. Great that you're here. He was also presenting the space cluster and the challenges, and also the ambitions that the Dutch space sector has. Yeah, this is just an insight. You can go on, but I think the Curiosity Series, we had a Curiosity Series this month. It was on digital twinning. It's going to be continued in September, another more in-depth session of the digital twinning. And we also have a Curiosity Series in September on GNSS, together with the GNSS Center of Excellence. Yes. And we are so proud, I think, that we have this knowledge belt, as we call it in the Netherlands, with Leiden, Delft, Erasmus. So many complementary knowledge. And we are very happy to have this week the Space Camper Summer School. There are 35 students working on projects, and you can move on. And it's great to see the energy. We started off at ESA ESTEC, and they're really working on practical challenges, which is great. And yesterday they were at SNT, right? Well, they're really making a tour through Zuid-Holland and ending here. Today they were here also at the Galileo Reference Center, and tomorrow they will be here. And yeah, these are the students. They're supposed to be here, but we will see them in September. Yeah, you missed it, but we have a hiccup with the bus. Okay, then we have this coming month the Defense Innovation Competition, but that's, or at least the information day for that competition, but Martin van der Pol will pitch about it. And yeah, more events coming up, especially the Space Week. Yeah, I really think you should pitch. No, it's a great event. It's starting in Leiden at the 25th of September, ending the 2nd of October. And well, we have a lot of great events coming up for researchers, for students, for business. Amongst others, of course, the Industry Space Days and the ESA ESTEC Open Day. But we have really, well, Anja did her best, and we're working on it as a team on it. But it's yeah, it's great to see all that energy. And now it's time for the pitches, the most important part. Rahil Shike. Did I pronounce it well? The floor is yours, Arseon.
So, good evening, everyone. I don't know if the clicker works. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does for me. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Rahul Shirke. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Arseon. So, how about a round trip to Mars? Sounds exciting, right? Now, for this adventurous journey to become successful, we need to stretch the limits of materials. So today we are still using the traditional metals, which are heavy, and they don't even withstand high temperatures. And I'm talking about more than 1,000 degrees Celsius over here. As a result, what we do, we increase the complexity of the system. We put these bulky cooling systems inside, and that's the problem we are tackling. We are developing lightweight, ultra-high temperature stable, and low-cost carbon ceramic. We are deploying this material in space, defense, and refractory industry. So in space, in space and defense, we are making a product portfolio by working on satellite thrusters, rocket nozzles, airframes, and thermal protection systems like your leading edges and nose cones. Now, in space, we always aim for the glory. We tackle the extreme and harsh environments. And that technology is exactly transferred to the refractory industry, which you can see here. It's being used in the molten steel processing. And the whole point is to increase the service life of one of the components which is inside. We have secured pilot customers in all the sectors I've mentioned before. And we are currently raising our first round of investment for 600K. And we are looking for an investor who does not believe in sky is the limit, but willing to go beyond it. I do have a small video of one of the tests we performed. Shall we just play it? Yep. So this was one of the tests we performed on the nozzle, which you can see here. And right now, as a part of SBIC, we are working on improving the material to tackle the conditions to reach the cost level of graphite and to reduce the abrasion. So feel free to connect with me during the drinks, and maybe we can find a way to collaborate or something. So yeah, so looking forward for it. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Raoul. And Raoul, before I forget, we also have people in the virtual room. So there is a laptop there, and you can also answer perhaps questions they have. The second picture is Major Martin van der Pol of the Ministry of Defense. Martin, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Now, please, Harm, would you bring the satellite here and put it on the little stage there? Because today, exactly 1 year ago, and exactly at this time, the first military satellite was launched by Virgin Orbit. This military satellite was built by the Netherlands ecosystem, and we are really proud of that. It was built by the Netherlands industry, the research centers, and the defense organization. So together with you and everyone online, I would like to raise the glass and I propose a toast to the BRIKK-II and all the BRIKK satellites to come. Cheers. So now, space is really important to defense. So we use space for observation, communication, navigation, and early warning. And it's a very important link for our defense organization and the whole armed forces. But satellites are being threatened. Space is not a benign environment anymore. We're being threatened by collisions with other objects, but also by disruption of signals, and also by dazzling of lasers. Defense has a very small space section right now, but in the next coming years, it's going to expand to a full space command with operational capabilities. We're monitoring the latest developments in technology closely. Think about the reduction of vulnerabilities, but also dependencies, and also think about the affordability of satellites. So with the launch of our first satellite, the BRIKK-II, we made a serious step in space, and now we want to expand. Small businesses and startups can play an important role here for innovation and technology. We're looking primarily in 4 areas. We're interested in new sensors to detect threats, both from the ground, on the ground, and in space, and from space. We're looking at smart ways to deal and digest with the enormous amounts of space data and turn it into useful intelligence. And how do we get those intelligence to our operators in the field in a safe and secure way? And at last, how do we protect ourselves against cyber attacks, enemy satellites, and space debris? So, if you have the best idea to support space, defense in space, please sign up for the Defense Innovation Competition 2022 and win 200,000 euros. Thank you.
Great. So on the 14th of July, here at SBIC, BRIKK is the information day for this competition. We host this NL Space Campus Network and Drinks together with our valuable partner SBIC, Lorenz van Gol. Short update from your side. The floor is yours.
Thank you. My name is not Wendy, by the way. That's Wendy. Hi, my name is Lorenz. I'm from SBIC. I'm here to, of course, of this beautiful premises, and I'm here to give you a short update on what we've been up to and some important deadlines you might want to hear about. So first up, July 11th, the deadline to the Copernicus Masters. If you know someone who has an Earth observation ID, or maybe you yourself, please submit it, because we are hosting the Netherlands prize for that. So make sure to submit it and or to talk to us about it if you have a nice ID. Second, of course, we are also hosting the SBIC program, which is the starter program of the European Space Agency here in the Netherlands. Here are a lot of businesses incubated here right now as well. And on August 25, there's the deadline to our pre-incubation program called Ignition. So that is if you want to join the SBIC program as a startup, the pre-incubation program Ignition will help you prepare for that. Then there is a little bonus. We have some exciting news that we as SBIC, we are also selected in a consortium to start the BSGN accelerator for agriculture and food, which means, to put it short, we are selecting organizations, research institutions and businesses for projects in low Earth orbit, for instance on the ISS. So if you know someone as well who would like to conduct research in space, for instance, to grow crops, in short, you can talk to us as well. But it's not officially yet, but I just want to give you a little heads up about that. To keep really up to date about that, just follow our newsletter. You can find it on our website, sbicnoordwijk.nl. That's it, and I will be on stage a little while after with Wendy talking about the Copernicus Masters. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much, Lorenz. Well, and now the most important part starts, and that's to network. And please, one new contact, one new idea, and one new action. And have a lovely summer, stay healthy, and recharge batteries, and have a good drink now. Thank you.